Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm always breaking down the hot sports topics of the day. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my 2013 NCAA men's basketball preview and predictions with the Final Four. I picked every region, every game, so if you haven't seen those videos, be sure to check them out. I ended up here at my Final Four. In my Final Four, I have, just to review, Louisville from the Midwest, New Mexico from the West, Indiana from the East, and the University of Florida from the South. Let's start with the semifinal on the left side of your bracket, which is the Midwest versus the West. All right, New Mexico versus Louisville. Louisville is a team to me that has the best chance of winning a game when they don't play their best in this tournament. And you might say, well, that's an odd, sort of analysis of a team. Well, there's going to be one game where a team doesn't play well. There's going to be one game where they don't shoot well. I like Louisville's defense more than I like any team's defense in this field. Sort of like Kentucky last year. You knew that, they had a boatload of talent last year, but that when it came down to it, they could get the defensive stops they needed in a big spot. I look at Louisville as being that same kind of club, and also a kind of club that can rip off 12, 15 points at a time when maybe they don't play well for a stretch, sort of like they did in that Big East championship game versus Syracuse. I think there'll be too much for New Mexico in this game. I think New Mexico is not a team that shoots very well. I could see Louisville's defense sort of overwhelming them a bit. I could see the moment getting to New Mexico a little bit. So I like Louisville in my Final Four matchup to advance to the championship game, again, on that left side of the bracket. The right side of the bracket, which is going to pit the winner from the South, who I have being Florida, versus the winner from the East, who I have slated in as Indiana. This will be an interesting game because, I look at Indiana as being, a team that wants to get up and down, wants to score points. Not really what you think of when you think of the Big Ten. I think Florida, with their backcourt, how good their backcourt is, I think they can handle Indiana's pressure defense. I think they have enough bodies inside to certainly throw a Cody Zeller. A lot of people are down on Florida. Indiana's been the more consistent team all season, which is definitely a benefit for them. I think Florida, with the experience they have, both in the tournament and in general, and the fact that the SEC was a little bit down this year, I think they sort of lost interest and maybe got a little bit full of themselves after they had that string of blowouts at the beginning of the conference season. But I think Florida will be focused. They have a coach who will definitely not freeze in the moment. I like Florida, actually, to fully wake up during this tournament and advance to the national championship game. So in the national championship, I have Louisville, coached by Rick Pitino, Florida, coached by Billy Donovan, sort of a teacher versus pupil type matchup. I think you hear a lot about the coaches going into this game, but as we know, these games come down to the players and how the players perform. I like Florida's ability in this game. I think they'll know what Louisville wants to do. I think they can they can do a good job breaking Louisville's pressure. And not only that I think with experienced guards, you have guards that know to break the press, take the hoop when they have it, which is important against a team like Louisville, to attack the hoop when you have numbers. But more importantly, know when to bring it out, can get some shots in the half court, have some options to go to in the front court if they need a bucket. And I think the difference in this national championship game will be Patrick Young and the backcourt of Florida being able to pull out a win here in the national championship game. So I have Florida cutting down the nets, giving Billy Donovan his third national championship. This one a little bit more special, beating his mentor, Rick Pitino. So I have Florida over Louisville in the championship game. If you want a total amount of points, give it to me at 150. 150 for the total points in the national championship game. And then again, Florida over Louisville in the national championship. Guys, be sure to check out my picks of every game here if you're filling out your bracket. I upload between 5 and 10 sports videos a day here, guys, so be sure to check those out. And thanks as always for listening, guys, and enjoy the NCAA tournament. It's truly one of the best times of the sports season. Thanks again, and have a great day.